If you really love Cambodia, just show them how Cambodia it is.
When you say Phnom Penh, people are like, what? That place is, whoa, people live there? You know? When I try to explain the place sometimes, it just seems a little like you'd have to experience it, and that words feel kind of inadequate. I just tell them little anecdotes, you know, about places we hang out and stuff like that. But it's hard to describe something as in your face as like that traffic, you know, for the first time you experience it. And then when you get used to it and it just becomes like normalcy to you, it's hard to remember what it was like that very first time you saw it, you know. And then when you bring people here, you always get that initial reaction of like, God, people are driving like crazy. And you know, you explain to them, no, they're not driving crazy. Actually, they're driving in this really slow, random looking, but very zen way. It doesn't look zen at first.
Camera. All right. He wants, yeah, okay. Me drinking beer. Yeah. In the front seat of the tuk-tuk. Fuck you. Happy Cambodia. Can't make the beer. I don't know what it takes to make the beer, but I can damn sure run the pipe. So we're in the Kingdom Brewery and we're drinking beer loud.
I was going back to India, and I was in Thailand, and these two English people sat down. 4 hours of beers later, they said, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, I don't know. What are you doing tomorrow? We're going to Cambodia. Come go with us. I fell in love with this place. I knew I belonged here the first 10 days. I love it. It was just the people, everything about it.
I've been in Cambodia since 2001, and there used to be another local popular expat establishment that I used to frequent every day. And I got married to one of the waitresses there, and soon after they closed their doors. So my wife was looking for a job, and a lot of my expat buddies were looking for a great bar to drink at. And so I just really kind of fell into it. And we've been open now for nearly 5 years. We have a very loyal expat following, and it's a really interesting wide range of people. I have English teachers here, a lot of embassy staff, and a lot of very prominent business people, and a lot of nationalities. I have a lot of Australian customers that come here. I have a lot of families that come here, okay? Me and my wife have 2 small children, so we're a very family-friendly place. I also have had a lot of single female travelers come and stay with us, and they really were happy because some of these women were a little tentative traveling on their own to Asia for the first time, and we were able to sort of put our arms around them, make them feel at home, and make sure they were taken care of throughout their stay in Phnom Penh.
King father loved music also. He made many songs. He's a singer. He's a song lover also. So, well, he's a great man anyway. He is how should I say? The one I love. My only one and only dream was to my father when till 100 or more years old. Today, this is the saddest day of my life. So I don't have anything in my life. Anyway.
Okay, I'll sit in and play bass. Let's check it out. So we went to Long Beach, and probably about the 10 worst singers of all time came to these rehearsals, and it was like a very bad idea. And afterwards, we were all kind of depressed after about 2 or 3 different tryouts down in Long Beach, looking for a Cambodian singer, kind of to base some music off of the 60s psychedelic Khmer music, which you're really familiar with. And so after a few tryouts, we thought it was really, we're not so sure about this. And Zach, especially Zach, was like, I have this singer, Chomni Mall. She's promised to come down every time, but she has not come. But let's try one more time, and hopefully she'll show up. So we went down there, and Chomni Mall showed up. And as soon as she uttered a sound out of her voice, all of us kind of looked around at each other and kind of said, maybe this is a good idea, you know?
it's just a really good place to live. I enjoy it. It's a lot easier life. There's way less hassles than living in the Western world. Yes, it's a third world nation, so there are a few things you go without. But after a few months here, you learn to live with that, and it's no big deal. I miss driving my car. I don't even need one here, you know. So to get around town, tuk-tuks and motodops, it's very cheap to get anywhere you need to go in Combat. I like the look black and the fish amok. They're pretty good. The little barbecue stands on the street, they're generally pretty good. And if you're really outgoing, maybe you'll want a deep fried tarantula or something.
That seems like something that is just like a slight variation on things that I eat all the time anyway. You know, I love Korean food and Thai food, and Vietnamese food is one of my favorites. So getting introduced to Cambodian food was kind of just like a little bit of variations on some of the classic things that I knew so well. But I am a big fan of the barbecue, where you put the meat on top of it, and then there's a soup underneath in a ring, and you have soup and barbecue together. It's like the winning combination, best of both worlds.
Your money here goes about 5 to 1. I mean, you could still find a 75-cent beer here in town. You'd pay $2 or $3 for that in the States. Food you could easily eat for $4 or $5 a day. If you, depending on, you could eat for $50 a day too. You know, just up to what you want. There's a lot of good local Khmer food here that's really cheap. You can, and all kinds of stuff.
The food variation in Cambodia, a lot of very fine, rich tasting food. It's a lot of it rice based, but there's also a lot of chilies and a lot of chicken, a lot of very healthy foods. So I definitely recommend it. If someone likes tasty foods and healthy foods, I definitely recommend Cambodian food. The first time I came to Cambodia was in the year 2000, which was the first time I came to Southeast Asia. And I remember it because it was the election featuring George Bush, who eventually won the damn thing. And so anyway, it's the first time I came to Cambodia, but I came back here maybe 4 years ago, and I've been living in Cambodia ever since.
The attraction of for certain Europeans or Americans to live here, because it's like the Wild West, you know, and there's so many possibilities. It's kind of like how Prague was probably in the you know, mid 80s, early 90s, you know, or like there's a certain kind of cultural change, and it's like you're there when it's not taken over by Starbucks and, you know, and McDonald's. You know, there's like a lot of local influences and insanity, you know?
Senegal's nice. You need to get it, and again, it depends on what you like. You can be right in Senegal, and the beach is mobbed like a beach in California, or you can go farther down the beach where it's nice and quiet, and maybe you only see 10 people a day walking on the beach. So there's both sides to it, you know. Very fun town. Lots of stuff to do. Very nice market down there. The seafood there is excellent. You know, it's saltwater fish.
But I've never been to where the nice beaches are supposed to be, the ones that are like on the islands. Like Koh Rong out there, I still have to make a trip out to. Still a lot to explore.
My name is Seahawk. I am a pastor of Liberty Baptist Church, and I work with the people in the dump site, and I want to explain just about all this plastic, because people that live close to the dump site, they have no chance. They come from the provinces, and then because they have no choice. In the provinces, they have no land, no everything. They just come to the city and looking for a job, but cannot find a job, so that's why they come to the city to collect the garbage here, and so that's why people, they come here to pick up some plastic, and they can earn the money from all these plastics. But the problem is, one man or one people can earn the plastic like that. It's about $1 a day, something like that.
It's a pleasure to me that I met Seahawk for helping people live, stay and work very hard on the dump site.
Most of the children that live to the dump site, they have no chance to go to school because their parents need them to help to looking for and earn money to survive their family. So that's why most of the children, they don't go to school. They just go to the dump site, and then collect something so that they can earn some money to help their families to survive the need for day by day. Especially for the raining seasons, it's the smell, it's very bad and muddy, and everything is very dirty. Even their body is so dirty, so a lot of disease that with them, and they are so piteous because their skin is very itchy, and the health and the lung and everything is not so good. So please thinking about them, and then please take a partnership with us so that we can help this for poor people like this. So please take a look, and please take the partnership with us so that we can help these poor people in the dump site. Thank you very much for let me share with you what is going on in Cambodia, what is going on with the people in the dam site ministry.
I don't want to talk about policy. I don't want to talk about economy. But just talking about education. People are always look at Cambodia and some poor countries. Why? Why do they look at us instead of help them? If they want to help, it should be positive help. It shouldn't be negative help. Otherwise, we cannot call that a help. He's the one I loved within my whole life. I will never love anybody else as loved him.
I'd recommend Cambodia for anybody. It's like any place. And I'm originally from the USA. And I grew tired of where I lived in the state of Texas, the state of California, and grew tired of that. So I think a person can become bored with any place they live. So, but here is okay.
My fourth time back over the years, and first came here in '95. And to see it now, it's like it's a world of difference. It's pretty amazing. And I think it's really good. You know, I think a lot of people wish for the old Cambodia, like, oh, I remember when it was rough and wild, you know. But I also remember when people were, you know, crippled and couldn't get a wheelchair. You know, I remember when Phnom Penh was dirt. You know what I mean? So I think the progress is sweet. I think a lot of people are left behind, but I think a lot of Cambodians are able to find something a little better for themselves. You know, I don't know. I think it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild what's happening. I could imagine, but I don't. I don't think I will. I don't think it's for me. But I love to come visit.
The economy in the States was terrible. So coming here just seemed a better option. I was able to buy this business from Rory. So, yeah, it worked out great.
These are people who are not local people who buy the bars, and it seemed like very suddenly, 6 months later, they're out of business, they're selling the bars. So for me, just based on observations, I would be a little wary about buying a bar.
I came last April 2010 for 3 weeks, met my wife, and then I came back at the end of August. I love it here. It's a very easy life here.
It's a great idea for bands to play more out in the country and just like get people to see this stuff. And that's going to happen.
They're the typical day trips, and they're very worthwhile, okay? People go to Toll Sling to see the museum, they go to the killing fields, they go to the Royal Palace. However, there are also a lot of really fantastic day trips here that a lot of people don't know about, and a lot of people don't find in the guidebooks.
There's some good places to see. Wat Phnom, you also have the killing fields and the Tuol Sleng prison, which a lot of people want to come see. The waterfront's very nice. There's a lot of nice places here in town. The markets, 3 or 4, 6 maybe markets that, you know, anything that you could think of to buy, they have there. Lots of different art shops, the National History Museum, just all kinds of places to see. And pretty much anything you could think of to buy is here in Phnom Penh.
education will come again and again much more important than before. Just because of the fact that now Cambodian people need to have education. Cambodian people need to be instructed. Cambodian people need to know. Just need to know real things, real history, real facts.
One of the magical things about it is that it is kind of tucked away and it does feel slightly hidden. And, you know, where it is now is something I don't necessarily know I want to change, you know. I almost wish I could go back 10 years and see what it was like 10 years ago, the era that I missed, you know, that when it was off the rails, quote unquote, and see what that was like. But as it is now, it's like I almost wish it would just remain. Of course, you know, you can't. That's never going to happen. You can't fight progress.
I like to ride motorcycles and dirt bikes. I've ridden every square inch of this country. There are a lot of great day trips you can get to on a motorcycle or a motorbike. If you're not a rider, there's a lot of great places you can take a tuk-tuk to. Okay, you can be 30 minutes outside of town, make a ferry crossing. You're on a silk weaving island. It feels like you're back in time 40 or 50 years. It's absolutely beautiful.
Well, I read this book called Off the Rails in Phnom Penh. And I kind of was prepared for a lot of this, so I kind of had more of a perspective, you know, but it's still very intense, you know. There's like a lot of poverty and a lot of, you know, it's a world that was completely destroyed, and you know, it's rebuilding, you know, and you can tell that there's hope, you know.
You know, here in Phnom Penh, you don't see a whole lot, but if you go out of town, there's, you can see deer and birds and like that quite a bit. A lot of it's been devastated over the years with the thinning of the forests and a lot of endangered species here, which is still a problem here. You know, trafficking of exotic animals. The best times to come to Cambodia is probably September through April. After that, it's starting to get hot, like now. And then here in another month, we'll be into the rainy season where it'll rain every day.
Aucun ciel l'envoie rouge et blanc, c'est possible pas, ne quitte pas,
Senegville itself has a certain charm and beauty, and is small enough, especially here at Victory Hill. It's small enough and it's not loud, it's not abusive or abrasive for the most part. Most of the people are extremely nice, beautiful country, very simple way of life, and a very rich life, and extremely interesting history, and just an easy way of life for the most part, which is what attracts me to it.
Well, of course, if you're a man, it's wine, women, and booze, right? Whatever. It's a village. It's a one-road village, and there are families, there are children, there are working girls, it's a village.
I like France because, well, of course, I know the country, my children living over there, my former wife is living over there also.
there's probably 100 expat bars in Phnom Penh. So it's grown and it's still growing. A lot of people are just finding this a good place to live. They can make a decent living, and it's just a lot less hassle. So, yeah, the expats are more and more coming.
It's attracting people with money who want to make money. So there is an attraction. There's definitely an attraction here for people who want to make money. So there's some reason why some people are coming here to make money, and apparently there's a lot of people who are doing it.
Some Chinese investors, you know, sometimes they are so insane, but who can avoid? Chinese influence is natural, and it is over Southeast Asia for centuries, not only now. You know, the first people who came to Angkor, to the script Angkor Wat, was Chinese. I can tell you frankly, the best are Chinese. Will never betray Cambodia. They never betrayed Cambodia. China is a kind of country that you don't have to betray. And if you are either love you, they will never betray you. I love China. They are my best friends. Sure. Sorry, I'm not other guy than my father.
The plan was to go to Laos and then go to Vietnam and then go south from there, do like a loop. But right when we were planning that, we were told that there was a monsoon coming in, and so I told my dad, well, look, let's just go south from here. That's where the good weather is. There, you know, I mean, it's still rain. It was still rainy down here, but and I wanted to see Angkor Wat. I mean, that was really the one thing on the map that I was looking forward to. So, you know, got to Siem Reap, and it was. I just immediately, somehow, there just felt this really weird connection, you know. Siem Reap draws you in, you know, you go there for the first time. Especially if you have a lot of time to spend there, you know. We were there like a week. So it's not just, you know, see it, leave. It's like kind of get to feel the place and breathe it. And that was intense. So I didn't think that I would end up in Phnom Penh at all, because I imagined the way I pictured Phnom Penh was like Bangkok, you know, this huge city, and it's just really bustling, and so I figured that if we came here, we'd only stay like a day or two. That was my plan, just to check out Phnom Penh and then keep going. But then when we got here, and Johannes from Meta House put on a show, and we ended up staying another week. Again, it was just like, wow, this is really laid back and cool. It's not the crazy city that Bangkok is, you know. And then, are you picking up all this construction back here?
Of course, yes.
The sound of Phnom Penh.
When I first came here, I hated Phnom Penh. It was constant construction. My first day here, 13 years ago, 14 years ago, long time ago, I don't know.
I don't see much crime. Not to say it doesn't happen, but just, you know, be smart. But the people overall are very friendly. In fact, the people I've met that have come from Vietnam or Thailand or Laos say the people here are a lot more friendly than those countries.
As a single white female, I know where I go, where I'm comfortable. And for instance, the Meta House is a German art house that is always easy and comfortable. They do a movie out front. The Meta House is a good place, I think. And yeah, there are plenty of places to go that are not love-oriented. You know?
Well, I'm judging it from one single individual. I'm an adult male, and so I have only myself to be concerned about. But security, I think if a person is a little wary and a little careful and not completely foolish with their money and getting extremely drunk and being ridiculous, they'll be all right. But you need, just like any place, you need to be a little careful of the circles you're around.
A couple hours, yeah, showers a couple hours a day, but it rains really hard. You know, it'll fill the streets, and then it'll be gone, and then you won't see it again until the next day. And it could rain for an hour or a half an hour, or it could rain for 3 or 4 hours. It's just, you know, it's hard to tell.
For me, I've grown accustomed to it, and it is quite a change from the summer seasons when there's hardly any rain. But for me, it's bearable, and you get accustomed to it, and it's cooler, and so you learn to appreciate that.
It rains, and then the sun comes out again, and it's nice again for the rest of the day. Yeah, it generally rains in the afternoon, 2 to 5, generally. You know, that's, like I said, it's the weather, so it can change at any time.
The Heart of Darkness was a bit dark for me. I didn't really enjoy it. Pontoon, a friend of mine used to DJ there, and on the disco side, there's a DJ side and a disco side, and it was just like being in any other normal nightclub, if you will, you know. Walkabout, Sharkies. I've been to Phnom Penh with guys, you know, a group of guy friends, and yeah, I'll go, you know, if I hate it, I leave. So yeah, I've been to all those places.
Right now it's just playing here, you know, getting the band over. I'm trying to decide, you know, just what to, getting a day off with them here, what I would take them to see, you know. I figured I'd give them a choice. If they want the heavy history thing, I'll take them to the Killing Fields. But if they want something a bit more laid back and like temple-like, I'll take them to Udong up north.
It's the first time the band's been to Cambodia. It was everything we expected and nothing like we expected. If that makes any sense. It was awesome. I mean, the place was packed. People are still breaking shit, which is awesome. It was really cool. The crowd, everybody had a blast. We had a blast. It was really cool. Was moving the entire time, which made us get even more into it. But yeah, it was great. Cambodia is great, and Sharky's is what a cool place.